Heidi ho, Spidey fans, whip flip. Um, this is Shadow Gamer back at it again with another top 10 video. Now, if you haven't seen my last discussion video, which was the anime of the year, and the last before last, basically was Austin Powers Reacts. I highly recommend going to check out Austin Powers Reacts. Leave it in the description below or in the comments down below, so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Now let's get into a video that has well been requested for me to do, from specifically Web of Cain. Big shout out to you, man. It's been pushing me to make, because of the hype of Spider-Man PS4 coming out this year, I figured why not do a top 10 games of Spider-Man games ever made. Now this is a list based on popularity and my thoughts and my opinions, and most of you will be pleased, most of you will be flat out pissed. But it is what it is, and my thoughts is my thoughts alone. So let's get into it, guys. Coming in at number 10, Friend or Foe. You know, people said a lot of shit about this game, but to be perfectly fair, I'd rather play Friend or Foe than play Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I mean, the mechanics were so fucking far off and it was so bad. But guess what? So was Friend or Foe. And I could tell you I'd rather play that game than Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 1. Because the game mechanics are flat out shitty. Way to go, Beanox. You screwed up another series. But I guess we should thank you in a way too, because now we got a chance to see a PlayStation exclusive for Spider-Man PS4, which I am so excited about. Taking a franchise and dumping it. Well done. Number 9. Shattered Dimensions. Yeah, Shattered Dimensions. I remember playing that at Best Buy, like on one of those gaming consoles things down there. It was very entertaining. The fact that I could not rank this higher is basically because I haven't enjoyed those games as much as all the ones upper in their list, which I will get to which I will get to in a minute. But it does have a part of Deadpool, and I think that's why this list was very hard for me to do. I like Shattered Dimensions. It was very, very good, and just not as good as the classics, which I'm talking about number 8. Number 8. Who could actually forget about the PlayStation 1? PlayStation 1. Those were the days, back when graphics weren't that all important. It was just the gameplay. It was back in my 90s, it was the shit. So back at number 8 is Spider-Man 2000 PlayStation 1 game. Yeah, I still remember the day. I got it PlayStation 1, loved it, played it, enjoyed it. Enough said. Number 7, Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro. Yeah, it was more improved than the last, I admit. But I still consider this one to be a good classic game that you guys should play. Whether or not you do is up to you, entirely up to you, but let me know in the description. Yeah. Number 5, Edge of Time. This one was a very good game. Despite the shitty mechanics, I really enjoyed the story. It's very, very good. And the fact that you can actually download your progress for new suits for Shattered Dimensions was a really good add-on for that. It was a very good, well thought out thing. Which is why, but the story was more better. It was more better than Shattered Dimensions, in my own personal opinion. I loved it, Edge of Time. It was good. It was a fun way to introduce Spider-Man 2099 to the public. That was good. That's it. Number 4. Ultimate Spider-Man. PlayStation 2, Xbox 360. No, yeah. No. PlayStation 2 and regular Xbox. Sorry. Man, I loved Ultimate Spider-Man. It had a good story behind it, but when you beat the game, it was kind of hard to get all the suits. That's the only downside. Other than that, it was pretty fun. And the fact that it sucks when you don't save it and you actually earn it, and then you have to do it all over again is the kind of pain in the ass, which I hope they do fix in the near future. Well, if they come out with another Ultimate Spider-Man, I'd be really happy. But I don't think they will. Which, we could just leave it at that, because I really liked the fact that it was very, very It was very good. Let's leave it at that. In fact, you can play Venom, Eddie Brock. It was good. It was very, very good. A nice little wake-up call, and a nice little wait time for Spider-Man 2 before it dropped. It was very good. Let me leave it at that. It was just good. Very good. Number 3. Flip. Spider-Man 3. Now, I know you guys hate the movie, but I like the games. It doesn't really doesn't really have much freedom as the PS2 version, but the PS3. But I like the way they put it together, and the fact that Spider-Man says, like, knuckle draggers. That was my favorite line. We have the power. I am so sick of you, mouth-breathing knuckle draggers. You wouldn't know power if it kicked you in the ass, and you certainly wouldn't know what to do with it if you got it. But hey, you think you're tough, guys? In that case, show me what you got. That was good. Toby did a good job on this one, and not as much better as the one with 2, but the mechanics were more different than the 2, but I really like the 3 despite its personal vendetta against the movie, which people need to stop doing. Games are completely different than the movies, so bite me, okay? Bite me. Bite me ass. Alright, guys, number 2. Yeah, you probably should have seen this coming. Web of Shadows. It was one of the best human story and Spider-Man story, and the fact that it's a standalone, and people have not come close to this one as a whole, which I'm really hoping that Insomniac kind of surpasses that level of mechanics, best storytelling. It was a very good game, and the fact that it wasn't based off of a fucking movie made it sensational. Made it as a equal to Spider-Man 2, and that they call that the slot of Spider-Man games. It was very, very well thought. The story it's just very impressive. The fact that it was not based off of a movie or any type of based off of anything. It was a standalone movie, standalone story. It was a very good, well thought out story, and mechanics were very good. I'm hoping Spider-Man PS